Your story. You're watching WCBI Sunrise.
All right, everyone, welcome back into Sunrise. Nick Hairston is joining me in studio for our What You Need to Know Wednesday segment. And Nick, you've got some stuff that really relates to all this winter weather we've seen in the past few weeks.
Yes, so one of the important things that I've been talking about this year is being safe and using products correctly.
Okay.
And one of the things that a lot of people are encountering in this weather is they're running heaters inside to try and stay warm, which again, I don't blame them. I've got a propane heater in my house and I'm running it, but it's important to remember when it is safe to use something inside and how exactly to do it.
Okay.
So first thing first, I want to address this tank top heater right here.
Okay.
So I did some reading on the instructions. I also read the manual to make sure, and this heater specifically is not safe for indoor use. And it's important to do your research and make sure that just because it's this, that, and the other thing doesn't mean it's safe for indoor use.
Yeah, because since it's kind of smaller, I would figure it would be all right to stay in the house.
Correct, but it's one of those things that needs the proper ventilation because you might deal with what's called carbon monoxide.
Okay.
And carbon monoxide is an odorless gas that has no smell, no taste, nothing like that, but it is very toxic. It can be very poisonous.
And when we're talking about ventilation with this type of heater, if it is inside, what does that mean?
So some heaters, like the Mr. Buddy heaters, or the Little Buddy by Mr. Heater, those can be used inside because they have sensors in them for O2 sensors and stuff like that to keep you safe. But they say on the packaging that it needs to be used in a well-ventilated area. And that does mean outside air. In all the research that I did, it kept saying outside air was the thing that kept coming up over and over again. So that means cracking a window. That means having some way that the air is getting inside.
Okay.
Just having the doors in the house on the inside open is not enough. You need to have some sort of airflow coming in to keep it from producing that air.
And so we were talking about CO2. You've got some detectors here in studio for us.
Yes, so it's pretty easy to get your hands, well, it was, I know the weather's made that a little difficult, but to get your hands on a gas heater, but sometimes you need to make sure that you have sensors so that you know this one's for just regular carbon monoxide, this one's for explosive gas, and it even has a gauge that'll tell you how much carbon monoxide you've got. And then this right here is actually a combination smoke alarm and carbon monoxide alarm. This one, I actually have this one in my house. So
really?
I highly recommend.
So for all of these, none of them are a bad choice, but they just cover different things.
Correct, but it's always important to have at least one carbon monoxide detector in your house because, again, you can't smell it, you can't taste it, and it's very dangerous.
Okay, Nick, what is this?
So this right here, a lot of y'all have kerosene heaters. And kerosene heaters, if you read the instructions, a lot of them are safe to use inside, but I'd always make sure to read the manual. And this is just a clean heat, odorless heater fuel. So it's just a better version of kerosene. It's better to run inside. It doesn't smell like a regular kerosene would. So we carry this in stock, and I'd recommend it.
Yeah, and then obviously we've got to talk about our faucet covers. I know you guys are probably like, y'all talk about faucet covers, but it is something that can really save you a lot of money for helping your pipes not to freeze.
Exactly, because this little faucet cover right here, we sell this one for $3.99. And to replace a hose bib, it can get very expensive because you've got to cut the pipe, you've got to replace it, you've got to do all these things. And putting a faucet cover on there, again, it's supposed to get colder tonight. So it's always good to have faucet covers because you can keep using them year after year. It's one of those things, especially if you get the hard cover and you take good care of it, you have it from then on.
All right, guys, well, you see all this that we have here in the studio. You can actually go see Nick at Benton's Military Hardware, and he'll answer any question you have. And Nick, again, we've said you are just trying to remind people to use stuff properly.
Yes.
And the first way to do that is to read the instructions
or talk to one of us. We'll take care of you.
I'm terrible at reading instructions, so I'm going to take this advice. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back.